Assessment number 2, case number 1. Hi, good evening. I'm Rhea, your counselor for today. How can I help you?
I'm here about the case I have. It's about my husband.
Mm-hmm.
The case is his abusive words and action. And by the way, I'm Angela.
Oh, hi,
Okay.
Angela. Okay.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling before we start any of that? How are you feeling today?
Bit nervous and reluctant to say something about my husband, and I'm a bit concerned about my kids. You're a counselor, and something like this might be go beyond, and I'm worried about my kids.
So you wanted someone to talk to, you wanted
Yes.
someone to refer about these concerns.
Yes.
Well, it's a very good idea that you came over. So let me just elaborate. How many kids do you have?
I have two kids.
Yes.
Under 5 years old. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm here today, because they're under 5 years old, and I'm a bit concerned about their mental health, and they something like our relationship. My husband and I is like we have abusive environment, and I don't want my kids to have that kind of, as they grow up.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
you don't wanted your kids to see that kind of environment where you are being abused,
Yeah.
and eventually, they might
Yeah.
see that, and for future whatever, they might like feel doing it, or they might be. I mean, you're just concerned about your mental health.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Okay.
But same as I'm still hopeful that one day my husband would be something new. Not abusive anymore. The material husband that I'm looking forward to be.
Okay. So talking about what's the name of your husband again?
Sorry, I'm not that. He's Ivan.
Okay. So Ivan, when did this start? I mean, can you tell me something when his abusive action started?
I'm not. I don't know exactly when, but when we were just dating before, there's something, I could sense that there's something in him, but he could control during that time. But as we get married, he started showing that abusive action and started to be abusive in words as well. He came in an abusive family as well, so that's why. So, but still, I accepted him because I know I'm hopeful that someday, you know,
You
you
can
know what I
change.
mean. Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can change him.
Mm.
Okay. So you were saying that during the time that you're still dating Ivan, so he is still not that bad. I mean, he's not abusive at all. He doesn't say bad stuff.
But just a slight situation, but I could not really generalize the whole him about being abusive. But it was triggered when we were just in. I mean, when we started living together, so that's the
and
time.
having a
Yeah,
family.
yeah, having a family. Yeah.
Okay. So how can you tell that during, I mean, the times that you were still dating, was he on drugs, or was he, alcoholic or something like that?
Alcoholic, not on drugs.
Okay, so he was alcoholic. But you said that when you got married, somehow it escalated. So what happened during your married life that you can tell that he somehow changed from being an alcoholic to becoming an abusive husband? What happened?
Every night he drinks alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
and then noises, small noises, just like if the kids are crying or something like that. He gets easily angry, and then when I could sense that if he's started to not to talk, he started to I mean to act something else and abuse by words.
Like, does he
yeah,
curse a lot?
Yeah, yes,
Does
curse
he
a lot.
yell?
Yep, yell a lot,
Okay.
raises his voice, just like that. And then, sorry, I could not really express it. Yeah. I know you could understand my situation, so that's why I'm
Mhm.
here. Yeah.
It's just very stressful at the
Yeah, very
moment.
stressful at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, does it? What do you think is the reason right now that he's acting like that? You said he was alcoholic and he's a bit unsteady. But what did someone in his family died, or does it is it work related? Why he changed from
It's
something?
it's in his family.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's work related as well because as of the moment he's jobless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
So just
when did he lost his job? Like, was it like months or weeks ago?
it's months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's months ago.
Okay.
Yep.
So when during his unemployment, you're trying to say that his abusive tendency was increased.
Yeah, I was just
Okay.
especially if I was just asked him that when are you gonna
Get.
go look for a job, and I was like, what? And started cursing, started raising his voice, and I was just asking.
Yes. Yes. Okay. That's
Mhm.
scary.
Mhm.
So when you are in the middle of that, I know it's a bit scary because you have a husband that you have to understand as well, and you have
Mhm.
the kids to tend to. I mean, do you have any help or someone that you can call to when you're in the middle of that stress and everything?
What was the question again?
I mean, do you
Sorry.
have families
Yeah, I
around
have
him?
families. But as of the moment, they migrated to Russia, so it's much stressful to me right now. And it's just I want to talk to someone for I mean in person,
Mm-hmm.
because just talking to the phone, it feels like, although I could talk to them, but it's really nice to have someone to talk to in person,
Mm-hmm.
just like this one, and you have this the position to share something about this one because
It's different to have someone to talk
yeah.
to, in
Mm.
person, and then
Mm.
relate to what you are going through. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, what happened when you said that your husband was unemployed for like months now, right?
Mm.
So, what was? I mean, do you have any thoughts of leaving him?
Yeah, I
Were
have.
you planning of doing that?
Yeah, so that's why I'm here to ask some suggestions from you that it, as he started to be abusive in words and action, I'm concerned about my kids,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm hopeful that one day he could change. But as time goes by, the being abusive in words and action, something it's not friendly anymore. So I want to leave him,
Mm-hmm.
and what would I do about it?
But as of the moment, um, I mean, do you still think of him as a father, or what do you
Yeah, I
think of
think
your
of him
kids as well?
as a father because I don't want my kids to grow up without a father. I want a
Mm-hmm.
family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're a bit confused right now. So you
Yeah.
still want him
Yeah,
to be
50
around.
50, just like
Yes.
that.
You still want him to be around to take
Mm-hmm.
care of the kids,
Mm-hmm.
for the kids to have a father
Father
figure in their
figure,
life.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, but at the same time, you're scared of your safety and the kids'
Mm-hmm.
safety too.
Yes.
Okay. Have you tried calling for help? I mean, was there a time when you tried calling like help a hotline when
I,
this happened?
I want to, but I'm concerned. I'm still concerned because he's a father. He's the father of my kids. So as much as possible, we want to talk to
Mm-hmm.
about the situation. But no, he's I mean close-minded about us at the moment, and I don't know what am I going to do.
So did he try to threaten you about the kids, like take the kids
Yes,
away? Did he do that to you?
yes, he threatened us, and I was like, mm, what am I going to do?
I know. So
Yes,
because the kids are your life,
yeah,
of course, and
yeah.
then it's so hard as well to think that what if the kids would grow up without their father?
Yes.
Okay. So were you growing up with your father, or do you have a father figure in your life?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So, right
Please
now.
excuse me for a while. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
I-pause niyo, mag-stop.